From Cameron herself being choked out cold in a finish nobody saw coming.
That right arm around the neck. Can she get the choke? Cameron is in a lot of trouble here.
To Rosales sinking in a choke so tight it sent her opponent to sleep. These are the most absurd chokes in girls MMA.
And now Clark coming in. It's a clinch, getting some knees through, but Lopez.
Every title fight has a storyline, but nobody expected this one to turn into a comedy sketch. Clark walked in older, shorter, on hype, and carrying all the doubts of an underdog. Lopez was the decorated black belt, the grappler who was supposed to control everything once it hit the mat.
Drilling some elbows, but Lopez relentless. Speaking of relentless.
But fights rarely respect resumes. Lopez found herself stuck in a battle of pressure, eating short shots and burning energy in places she thought she'd dominate.
Still has it, that's very tight.
She got her in a nasty bulldog choke right now.
Shannon Clark looking for a submission.
Then came the ending that nobody had on their bingo card. A bulldog choke in a world title fight. Clark cranked down like she was late for school pickup, and the black belt tapped out of options. This fight had already been cursed twice, canceled before it could even happen. By the time these two finally touched gloves, the story wasn't about rankings or hype. It was about who could actually make it to the cage.
Entrar aí, frustrar, e é aí que ela vai capitalizar em cima do quase minuto aí. Passou nesse primeiro.
Martinez came in unbeaten, full of confidence, and got a front row seat to what pressure really feels like. Rosales didn't rush. She just chipped away until the opening appeared. The finish came early, brutal, and simple. A rear naked choke that shut everything down in seconds. Martinez fought it for a moment, but Rosales squeezed until the hype faded with the lights. Some fights end in seconds. Others feel like they last a lifetime. This one was 3 rounds of pure chaos, and neither fighter was willing to back down. Both were convinced that absorbing damage was part of the job description.
Going into side control. And now
Each time one landed clean, the other came back, swinging harder. They were like two fighters stuck in a loop with no escape button. The fans loved it. The judges hated it. And both athletes left pieces of themselves on the canvas.
This must even though she's more blooded. It's a tough one. I'm going to go with unanimous draw. I'll go with a draw.
And then, after all that punishment, the result hinged on a split decision. Blismus raised her hand, tears in her eyes. It was a fight between two athletes who were too stubborn to stop punching until someone forced them to.
Goes for the armbar. Oh my God, that is a harsh armbar.
Every great rivalry needs a moment where the rules feel like they're bending in real time. This fight was intense from the start. Jessica locked in an armbar so tight that most gyms would have already been calling an ambulance.
I think she was trying to peel her hand.
I think that's what it was. She was trying to peel the leg away. But it definitely looked like a tap, but the ref was staring right at it.
One corner swore it was a tap. The other argued it was a grip fight. The ref stood in the middle, pretending his eyesight was perfect. It was absurd theater, the kind of drama you can't rehearse, and it set the tone for everything that followed.
This is the first time I'm going to say I wish a 5-round fight went 5 rounds.
Oh my God.
That was impressive.
By the final exchange, the armbar escape felt like only the opening act. Lindsay closed the show with a choke that finally put Jessica out, silencing the phantom tap whispers with something no one could debate.
Norris cannot go to the ground. This is where Valentine's going to have a tremendous advantage.
Wow, that
And she's
was
already
an
got a good
impressive
hold
throw.
right there, John. It's got that neck area.
Some fighters celebrate before the fight, but Jenny Bloody Valentine took it to another level, scaling the cage like she already knew the script. Across from her, Riley Nuclear Norris just wanted to fight. The problem? None of them seemed interested in following the actual rules.
Valentine trying to grab that guillotine choke. Tough angle to get the choke fully
Boy,
in there.
she is strong though, John, and she's really locking down on that.
You can see Norris.
Midway through the chaos, Valentine decided to skip the submissions and launch a clean right hand to Norris's jaw. Norris collapsed face first, and for a split second, the crowd thought they had witnessed a highlight reel finish. Except for one tiny detail. Striking to the face was illegal under the lingerie MMA rule set.
Just the transitions between these two ladies have been
She's got the
incredible
arm.
to watch.
The left arm of Norris is in a bad spot. Now she frees it.
The result? Disqualification. Norris raised her hand while still trying to remember her own name.
Initially, definitely the fighter wants to get that win back. Oh, that's a tough way to get it done
That'll
right
get
there.
things out of your head right there.
Can't think much about the coach in the rematch when you're getting.
This wasn't just a fight. It was office politics wrapped in gloves. Rumor was if Maxine Frost lost, she'd have to resign from her PR role.
So I guess we do know what the motivation is there, at least what they've been talking about. Frost does step over to mount. She'll look to strike here. She's controlling the wrist from the top.
The opening round was a tug-of-war. Frost kept dragging things down with takedowns, but once she got there, it was like watching someone open a toolbox and forget what tool they needed. Kyle defended, scrambled, and even whispered some corner banter that felt more like sitcom than strategy.
Tell you what, that was a tired little run forward. I think the concerns of the training may be real.
Yeah. She's worked herself into a little choke position there.
Then round 2 began and ended almost instantly. Frost shot in again, only for Kyle to kick her off, swing her hips, and snatch an armbar so clean it looked rehearsed. 30 seconds into the second round, the feud was over.
Karen's doing a good job going in and out. Just diving in for the takedown. Got the takedown. Wasn't sure she was going to be able to do that against a much bigger opponent, but Cameron right on.
Size can be an advantage, but only if you know how to use it. Blackwell walked in looking like she was cut from heavyweight rugby, and Cameron walked in looking like a scrappy wrestler who never cared about scales.
Cameron has got to get off the cage here. This is not a good position for him. And an inside trip there gets her off the cage in the top position. That was beautiful. Really impressed with the wrestling technique again.
Cameron brought her wrestling pedigree, shooting and scrambling like it was high school state finals all over again. Blackwell tried to counter with sheer mass, leaning, pressing, and basically doing what offensive linemen have been paid to do for decades.
That right arm around the neck. Can she get the choke, the rear naked choke? She's got both hooks in on the back. Cameron is in a lot of trouble here.
And she's got it.
She went out cold.
Right.
Then came the choke that nobody forgets. Blackwell climbed the back and slipped an arm under, and Cameron made the choice only the stubborn ones make. No tap, no surrender. Seconds later, lights out, and the crowd was in shock. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more absurd chokes in girls MMA.
Right there to take a point away.